Of a guy, this guy, huh? Am I alive? Am I live? I live. I am live. And I am alive. Ladies and gentlemen, I know it's been a while. It's been quite some time. Uh, it's shit is getting very interesting nowadays, dude. Because the life is sort of getting very comfy, right? As you guys know, I am somewhat, I thought, I used to think I'm somewhat of a downgoing person, but that turns out to be completely wrong. My life does get stupidly comfortable sometimes, which I do not like, honestly speaking. But yeah, speaking of which, I'm doing fairly good with my job right now, um, which really does not mean anything to me, to be honest. But when it comes to the report, the Satara data project deadline, I think I can complete that project before the timeline of 31st of May. So what I have realized is, instead of extending the deadline, I'm going to prepone the deadline and going to make that shit a little sooner, right? Because what I've realized is, there are a period of time when you are stupidly concentrated, then there comes a period of time when you have other responsibilities in life to take care of. And right now, brother, I'm not getting enough time to spend on the project that I'm doing. It's not just about the time, it's the mental space as well. Tomorrow I'm going to Chennai. uh, so that is going to affect my work if I do any work today. I mean, what I think I should, so what I thought of is that, what do you like, Tejas? मैंने सोचा कि what do I like the most, जो मैं आज कर सकूँगा, that will be productive, at the same time it will not cost my mind. Because yesterday what happened was, I came back from work at night, and I came back from work at night, and then I was like, man, that's it. I was like, I'm out, right? I'm out this bitch, right? Because, man, I was tired as hell. My body got heated up because I thought too much the entire day. I worked too much the entire day. Um, so I was like, bhai, I need to stop unnecessarily exaggerating, exhausting myself. So I'm taking a sort of a day out today, because again, as I mentioned, I have to go to Chennai tomorrow for office work. Yeah, but all of this hustle that is going on is really causing the progress of this project. Um, but as I said, I think what is more important, I in the recent past, when I was thinking of my ideas and the thing that I want to do with this project, I came across a fact that I'm not very good with programming. So let me give you a little bit of idea of what happened in the last couple of weeks when I was not streaming. So I worked on Saturday, Sundays on this project. I tried to write codes to scrap data from different websites, uh, to take out data, essentially, to do data collection, essentially. And I realized that, man, I'm not that good at coding. I mean, I'm not very. I mean, it's sort of like, I enjoy it when I'm very focused in the code, but I do not enjoy it in general because I won't be probably able to do it for a long period of time. Because now, see, coding is going to be an entire tangent to the project that I'm trying to pursue, right? Because if I start coding today, I haven't coded a lot before, haven't done a single project, right? And without having enough experience, if I jump on to coding for this project, I think it's going to take a hell lot of time, which I honestly do not have. So rather than doing that, I should start with what I know. Right? The things I know is definitely one thing I definitely know is making reports, making market related reports. So that is what I'm going to do. Instead of going full in on the data side, I will be going full in on the market report side. So I mean, data, yes, definitely is very important. And if I am to build any sort of a product in the future, I have to get good with data. But you have to also realize that I'm not exactly belonging to this whole real estate field, as if, I mean, I'm not very accustomed to what kind of data points do really matter in the real estate. So I think it's studying, making a proper report first, understanding the industry, talking to people, at least starting off things would really help rather than me sitting here trying to code for data collection and collecting data that investors and builders do not even need. So instead of doing that, I think it's important for me to sort of have a foothold in the market in this real estate whole thing. If I start banging my head directly onto a big data collection problem, then I mean, I think I'll get there sooner. I feel like the ultimate goal is to build a product, and I will get there sooner. But if I have the right faculty, if I have the right people with me, if I have the right subject knowledge about real estate in general, then it's going to take me lesser time as such, right? So as I said, my brain got heated up yesterday because I just think too much. I think too much. I don't need to think this much, right? I have been watching that video of Naval Ravikant. If you know who he is, a American investor guy, right? So he makes podcasts, right? I've been listening to his podcast, man. Too many thoughts, right? I was just thinking too much about what he said and what I should do and what I should not do and all that shit, right? I mean, it's completely unnecessary. You have to sometimes say ki bhai, F it, right? I mean, just doesn't matter that much. You don't need to think that much, right? You're gonna die one day for sure, right? So I'm going to prepone my target or my date to 20th of April. 20th of April is what? 15 days from now. That's a very tight deadline, but man, I'm gonna keep it because see, I'm going to be there in Chennai for now, like from from tomorrow, that is 6th of April, to 11th of April. That is around 5 to 6 days. 6 days complete, right? So let's say even 12th, even on 12th April, I'll be busy with making again the travel reports and everything. So even if I don't, I think 12th April is going to be the next Saturday, right? Yeah, I mean, even if I say कि भाई उस दिन भी ज़्यादा काम नहीं होता, we can start on 13th and then we'll have like 8 days to completely go on to the Satara data project. But I think the 8 days are very very less, right? If you really think about the scale of the district, Satara is a big state, big um, big district, right? I mean, I should extend this deadline to at least, let's say, 25th. No, I mean, 5 days extra would be too much. 23rd of April, where I want my report to be done essentially, right? And that for this report, what I have to do is what I am thinking of doing is, uh, instead of going all in on data points, I should be going all in on what exactly, on figuring out that what exactly does a builder or an investor need, what kind of data, what kind of insights they want for a particular region. So that is the main motive of this report. Once this report is made, there are going to be obviously multiple um, variants of this report coming up, but after getting that data, but this is going to be the report of, let's say, 60 pages, 65 pages. Yes, it's going to be that long. 65 pages, when I say, I mean the PPT pages, right? 65 PPT pages. uh, and it's going to be stupidly exhaustive, right? And I mean, I want to include all the talukas in there, all all the new the developments that are taking place. Even I'll visit Satara once next week, if it comes down to that, right? I think it's going to be good, right? So yeah, I was as my screen says, glimpse through a book on real estate. So that I haven't done. I mean, I have started reading that book, of course, but I haven't completed reading it. So that's what we are going to do essentially today, is to sort of understand what do these real estate guys need, what kind of data they are looking for. I mean, for what I understand, uh, CoStar, right? Let's go back to CoStar. It's a very interesting case study for me, right? CoStar is something that I am aspiring to become like. My, I mean, not me, but my product. Uh, I wanted to be um, that, like that in a way, right? So yeah, perfect, perfect. Okay. So no, not on YouTube. Okay. What does CoStar exactly do? If we are to like sort of understand the platform that they have, commercial real estate information company, they have specifically information related to commercial real estate. First insight, right? Very important as well, because I am looking for commercial real estate only. The problem with uh, the problem in India right now is that the broker market or the realtor market is very fragmented, right? Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, I am now working with one of the brokers in Mumbai. It's a small broking company who are also looking to sort of organize data that they have. I'm not, I mean, officially just working with them, but it's sort of, I'm trying to get in connect with them. They are trying to form a community, so I am a part of that community now. When it comes to having real contributions, I tried writing code for that guy. Used LLM. I used the what it's called. I guess Mitral or something. Right? It's a LLM which is a lighter version of Llama, which I tried using, and you know, I sort of tried to extract an XLSV, a structured XLSV out of it, but that shit took way too long. Like, I waited for an entire day, but that shit did not happen, so that was just kind of sad. Um, that I think there's one more thing I need to take care of is my system. The computer that I have right now is a small laptop. Right, I am trying to set up a computer system that will help me sort of better use these models to create what I want. Uh, so that is the agenda, but still, man, I don't want to rush into buying an entire new device Because I mean, one thing I've definitely realized after starting to earn my own money is that the money doesn't come easy, right? It's fucking hard earned money, and I have started to become more more and more chingus, if anything, with money, right? I mean, I'm not chingus. I won't say I'm chingus. I'm conjus. I'm not conjus, but I have started to become very careful with how I am spending money, right? I don't spend anything on myself. Pretty much nothing. I mean, it's just one coffee here and there at the weekend and stuff like that, right? But I have become very very conjuice in a way. But with that being said, one more thing, with that being said, I think buying a computer would really help me a lot. Um, to not just make videos, but also to do this coding part, because I still don't know VS Code, brother. I don't use VS Code. I coded on Jupyter Notebook, right? I have tried to collect data on Jupyter Notebook. That's the worst place you can do that, right? But I don't know how to use VS Code again, right? I have to sit with someone to learn that shit again. Who has the time to do that? But anyway, let's not get into the spiral of sadness here. But we need to look at the next step. Next logical step we have is to sort of understand what kind of data these people have, these co-star guys have. So now, if I look at the products and solutions that they're having, look at the most comprehensive a platform for commercial real estate information, analytics, and news. Perfect, perfect. This is what I want to do, right?
CoStar is a global leader in comprehensive commercial real estate
It's
information,
not a global
analytics,
leader.
and data-driven news, powered by
They are going to have so many problems in welcoming to India, because India doesn't work the way US, United States does, right? It's not just about 52, 53 states. It's about each and every city having its own politics involved in real estate, particularly, right? It's an heavily government handled business.
37 years of global commercial real estate information, 1,500 researchers, and cutting-edge technology. Over 192,000 commercial.
So this is important, right? The video, the clips that you saw before this, the guy was recording, and one guy was having a drone. So the researchers that these guys are having are people who are collecting data, collecting unstructured data essentially, right? And using sort of AI and analytics to gather that data in one place.
Real estate professionals rely on CoStar to get the information they need faster. Discover new.
It's 1,92,000 real estate agents is nothing if you think about it. In India, there must be at least around 10 lakh real estate agents. The Indian market is crazy when it comes to this thing, right? And they are rich. They are rich as well. I mean, they are earning good. That's what I can say.
Opportunities to grow their business and make informed decisions. What makes CoStar so valuable to commercial real estate professionals? It all starts with our comprehensive inventory of over 7.3 million commercial buildings across key property types, complete with important details including availabilities, transaction history, financial details, contact information,
So what do they have? See, availabilities. Fuck, that's important, right? That hits hard, right? I mean, those are the data points I need to gather. It's as simple as that. Availabilities, transaction histories. Now, transaction history is very hard to track. I need data from way back to get into transaction histories, I'd say. And it's very hard. There are no records made here in India. Now look, availability. It's a hard task, man. It's a difficult task. I know that for sure. Transaction history. So we are looking at what kind of data they need. or these CoStar guys are providing. This is the data segment of it, right? This is not the report or the consulting or the service I'm talking about. This is the product side of the thing, of the game, right? Transaction history, financial details, contact information. Okay.
Much more. CoStar customers can see over 877,000 verified for lease and for sale listings to understand what's available in buildings in markets that matter to you. And when a building sells, we've got you covered with detailed information on over 5 million sale transactions, complete with deal terms.
Okay. Now look, this is important, right? These are the data points. This is the product segment we are talking about, right? For the product, we need these data points. These are very important, very important, right? These are the data points I need for product. Yeah, sale notes. Okay. The Class A officer building located at in downtown Washington DC was sold for 92 million, or about $482 per square foot. Man, that shit is less, right? 5 into 80 is 40,000 rupees essentially. 40,000 rupees is, oh shit. I think Mumbai has properties that are worth more than that.
Terms and notes. We also track when space leases within a building, so you can search over 14.6 million leases for
No, wait,
5
wait,
million
wait.
sale transactions.
So for 5 million sales transactions, 5 million is too much, huh? Okay, wait. What does he say? DC was sold for 92 million. Okay. The 11-story building totals 191,000 square feet. Okay. The seller Paramount Group reported the final sale was, okay, reflected 12 million or 10% reduction versus the previously announced sale price. Okay. Okay, when the company had first announced the sale in March, the original contract price was reportedly. So there are a lot of pricing data points, right? The original contract price was reportedly, okay, while Paramount reported the sell price at 103 million. Actual price was confirmed to be 92 million, on which is consistent public records. Okay, so they have public records in United States. We don't. At the time of the sale, occupancy was around 90%. The buyer group, which is a joint venture between Declaration Partners, MRP Realty, and Sterling Bay, plans to has plans to make renovations and release the building over the next several years. Based on the in place income for the asset, this transaction yielded an 8.5% cap rate. Information in this report was obtained from sources deemed reliable, including the parties to the transaction and public records. Interesting. Okay.
Complete with deal terms and notes. We also track when space leases within a building, so you can search over 14.6 million lease transactions and see
14.6 million lease transactions. Holy hell, bro. So what these are the fields they are having, bro. That's great. They are also mentioning this. I think I should watch one or two tutorials on this.
6 million lease transactions. We also
So what? Okay. So on building, what kind of data do they have, bro? It becomes so easy, right? When you analyze a customer like or a competitor like this, it makes so much easy. It says not a competitor. Come on now. Oh shit. Oh shit. They are never coming here in India, for sure. They are never coming here in India. Okay, type 5-star office. Okay, so building type is also mentioned over there. Okay, building type is very easy to find, huh? It's not very hard if you think about it. If it's a I have learned these types. Where are these types? I have learned these types before, right? I know these types. 5-star office, yes, sure. A type is mentioned, building type. ठीक है. Center, Brookfield space, center. What is CBD? Brookfield space, okay. Center and location. I think these fields are very common. RBA year built. RBA is what? What is RBA? Rentable building area, okay. ठीक है, okay, that helps. What else? Stories, how many storied building is it? Stories, okay, that helps. Class, what is class? ठीक है, we'll write it down for now. Class, ठीक है. It's question mark. I have put a question mark in front of class because I don't know what that shit is. Construction reinforced concrete, okay. Construction किस मटेरियल से किया गया है? Construction material, okay. Year built. Construction started. Okay, that data is also there. Tenancy, okay. Tenancy, okay. What else? Owner occupation, acha. If owner himself is using some of the space, owner occupancy, ठीक है. Elevators. Man, in America there are 32 elevators in one building, bro. What the hell? Okay, bro, it's just getting a little bit. So what I'll do is I'll put elevators related information. But is that not very easy to find? This data can be found visually as well. When you go there, check out the property, just go around. That's interesting. That makes it easy, right, to collect all this data. Slab to slab. What is it? What does that mean? Slab to slab? Slab to slab. What? Bro, these terminologies, dude. Slab to slab. The height measurement between the top of the floor, okay, floor slab, and the bottom of the ceiling slab in the building. Oh, got it, okay. So the height of one floor is what they are saying. Slab to slab is what it's called. Oh shit. Slab to slab, right? Okay, perfect. What is this? Sprinklers. What is this? Spring sprinters. Alright, never mind. CoStar estimated rent. Okay, so CoStar does a job of estimation as well. Interesting, right? Estimated rent, is this per month? Well, never mind, right? Doesn't matter. Will calculate and the rent itself. Okay, interesting. Property mix. Okay, office and retail. Okay, that okay. Office, retail, etc. Because there are multi like multi-purpose complexes, right? So in them there are multiple things. Even residential areas and retail areas are in the same building sometimes. That happens in India very often. Taxes. Okay. Now this shit becomes a little hard to find. I know. OPEX, operational expenses, that is fair. That is okay. Um, walk score, walkers paradise. Transit score, riders paradise. Acha, walk. Okay, so these are transit scores that they have. Okay, interesting. Transit scores, how easy or how hard it is to reach that property, right? These must be their custom ratings of CoStar. Interesting, okay. Parking ratio, okay. Parking ratio has to be there. Parking ratio, how do we calculate that shit? Uh, okay, parking square foot upon uh, what do you call it, total usable area, right? No. Acha, parking square foot per 1,000 square foot. Okay. Got it. Okay, this is interesting. So this helps, right? This is not very technical. These data points are not very technical. This can be collected. This definitely can be collected just by inspection of the property. And a little bit of digging into the property by asking people what are the rents, what is this, what is that, all of that shit, right? So interesting. Parking type, does that matter? I don't think that matters very much in a commercial area. uh, okay, let's go for parking type as well. Doesn't matter too much in India, but okay. um what else is there? Smallest space. Okay. Okay. For lease, for so this is the data regarding building, right? So this data is regarding the entire building. So this is very comprehensive, I must say. Now we need data about the land. Interesting, right? So when we go to land, how many acres of land is required? Land in, this is very interesting because if you think about it, all of this data doesn't really need official figures. This can be calculated. It's just that it's a little cumbersome because you may have to go there, visit the property, actually sort of measure a few things here and there. But in general, you can approximate all of these things. It's better to actually measure them than approximation, but a fairly good approximation can be made just using observation and stuff, especially when you get good at it. Okay, interesting. This is interesting, right? Land in acres, land in square feet. Doesn't matter, but okay. Land in square feet as well. ठीक है. Um, what is this? BIDG, FAR. What does that mean? BLDG, FAR. Building, FAR in construction. Okay. Floor area ratio. Ratio of the building's total floor area to the area of the land it occupied. Yes, right. Building FAR ratio is important. So this is on how much land the building is standing on upon the total area or whatever, right? The total area upon the building, the area the building is standing on. So that is that. So FAR, so in metropolitan areas the FAR is fairly high, it seems. It is 9.88 for Washington DC, it seems. Brookfield space, okay, whatever. Interesting, right? This is interesting. Now dimensions, I think. And zoning. What does zoning mean? I don't know. I don't think this matters in India. In general, I mean. For lease. Okay, so in this for lease, so this much land data would be enough, right? Okay. Now if we go to, let's say, lease, what are the data points here? Smallest space, ठीक है. Number of spaces. अच्छा, नंबर ऑफ स्पेसेस फॉर लीज असं म्हणायला पाहिजे. ओके. Now least, how many percentage? Percentage least. Interesting. Okay, so these number will be dynamic. Some of these numbers are going to keep on changing. Rent is something that obviously we'll have to figure out, right? Space. Okay, so they are doing a floor wise analysis of how it's going to look like, right? So if we are to sort of connect this, right? If we are to do space, okay, then gave a floor wise availability. If that is possible, then I mean the data is very thorough in that case, right? So this we are going to get of only a few properties. Okay, let's see, right? Leasing activity, sign date is June 2023 May. So leasing activity is something which is hard to find, but it is interesting actually, right? If I do, let's say, leasing activity, availability and area, right? Floor wise availability and area in the space wala section. Then in the leasing activity wala section, this is hard to find. uh, this is not compulsory. I think leasing activity is very difficult, is going to be very difficult to find, but in general if we are to sort of understand, then we need a signed date, signed on which date exactly, then least how many square, then square foot, okay, then use, right? Then if you have the information on rent and services and rent type, but these you won't find, especially in India. It's difficult, it's rather impossible if anything. Okay, so market conditions if we look at, then so this is I think a macro, on a macro level we have to understand, and this can be approximated very well if we get input on some of the properties in the area. We can, I think, extrapolate that to a larger data set. So vacancy rates is something there, right? Vacancy rates is one data point, very important as well. So under vacancy rates, so we can do overall market overall property rates, right? Market overall, sorry, vacancy rates, market overall vacancy rates. So we can do current and year on year change. Okay, so only some of these fields when we fill, it's going to be enough. Market rent per area, okay, now let's continue the video. I think I'm missing, so this is the summary, right? Look, so they are not having one single tab, they are having tabs for lease, they are having tabs for lease analysis, right? It's completely like there are many things: peer, sell, tenant, analytics, loan, financials, changes. Oh my god, Contacts, images, maps, my data, news. Those are all the tabs available with them for each property they are having. That's crazy. That is just crazy.
Track when space leases within a building, so you can search over 14.6 million lease transactions.
So these lease transactions are there, huh? So May to June there is one guy. Acha, okay. So on 29th floor, this last signed was. So these lease transactions are there. So leasing activity is like, okay, fair.
And see in detail.
Leasing activity is also the same thing, no? I mean, we are going to put lease transactions in there. Any sort of a transaction that took place on a particular floor, we are going to record that. Is what we are saying here, right? Okay. Let's move on.
The deals.
I think this is a very famous property in Washington. For India, if we are looking at tier 2 especially, this much data is going to be enough. That's what I feel like. But we can go deeper.
That matter to you, including tenant information, starting and
Okay, so now this is important, right? Summary, lease terms. So are we talking about an each and individual office now, or we are talking about the entire building? I think we are talking about the entire building, right? Starting rent, lease status, effective rent. So even in the tenant, what they are doing is the tenant name. So what is this about? I mean, is this about an entire building or a single property?
detail the deals that matter to you, including tenant information.
Holy shit, the tenant information. The tenant information is going to be super hard to find. Holy shit, the tenant information will contain everything from mobile number and all that shit. That will also include so we can put tenant information in the data, okay? Tenant info even if we put, and if we are even able to get data on 2 or 3 parameters like the name of the tenant, the mobile number of the tenant. The mobile number we won't be able to get is what I think, but let's go with mobile number as well, okay? And the industry that he is working in, right? And the industry. I think that's going to be enough. And lease terms. Okay. So in the lease terms, what they're doing is, in the lease terms, they are also mentioning the expiry date of the lease, and that is going to be important in a way. Sign date will put these under the lease terms, will put these data points. Sign date is important. Sign date. Term, okay, and the expiration date, right? Expiration date. expiration, expiration, expiration date. Huh? Yeah, expiration date. So that is going to be important for the brokers and the realtors to understand when the term is ending. Okay, and that's interesting. Now they also have these things. I think I have mentioned them before. Documents I won't be able to get. I don't think so, brother.
Starting and effective rent,
Okay.
lease length, time on market, and the individuals involved.
Now, okay, so that has a lot of data over there.
And the individuals in
So leasing rep contacts. That's gonna be so difficult to find. Uh, but we can do that. We can very well do that. Uh, where can I write this? Over here, okay. Leasing rep contacts. So who is leasing it? The landlord's contact. Okay. Leasing rep contact. If we get that, I think it's going to be a win. Then we get the landlord's contact. Okay.
involved.
Tenant rep contacts. Okay, so there is one rep from the leasing guys and one rep from the tenant guys. Interesting. So Cushman and Wakefield guy over here, huh? And tenant contacts. That is fine.
If you want
So tenant rep and leasing rep. So these guys, not necessarily every time we are going to have this in India. It's something that is not the must, not must, and not must. Right. So these two things I don't think we necessarily need. Okay. Sold price, date, investment, down payment. Okay, I think financing is another important column I have missed on. Financing is very important because okay, now financing, under financing we need to put down payment amount. Oh, 32 million. God damn, bro. Sale. It's sale. Okay, when did the entire property got sold is what we are trying to. Oh no, a particular office. Sale of a particular property happens, right? So financing for is the financing for a particular property important, or the financing for the building the entire building is important? Now on the financing side it's going to be very difficult because in India we have a lot of black money involved, particularly in this market. So I don't think we should be even going for financing in the first place. That might cause some problem.
Want to learn more about tenants within a building, you can
Okay, so tenants, yes. Tenants' names we can provide, yes. That is definitely there.
explore important details, including lease terms, rents,
Yeah.
lease length, and lease expiration dates for nearly 8 million occupiers. CoStar is also your source for analytical insights on market trends.
Okay, so now we are looking at what? Analytical insights, right? This is going to be important analytical insights which will be drawn from the data we have, right?
With 15,000 market and submarket reports across the US, Canada, and the UK, covering major asset types, you can
Yeah, multi-family houses.
access
Yes.
reliable and connected
Residence.
intelligence.
Sorry.
View
Real
up-to-date
estate.
coverage from our expert analysts.
Summaries. Okay. So summaries on cities, on areas, and on building. We can do that, right? Yes. Okay.
And economists, and compare markets and submarkets
Comparison of markets and submarkets on following parameters. On following parameters. These parameters are what? I think the parameter, one of them should be rents. The other one should be the overall prices of the residential areas for investors. Rents also for investors.
across key property types.
Line chart, what they're saying, okay, it's a line chart itself, right? So market rent per square foot is what they're doing. Rents per square foot. Interesting. Okay.
You can even generate analytics for a custom set of properties by drawing a polygon, radius, or corridor. So
Okay. Now GIS. That is a GIS. GIS data analytics tool for a specific for tool essentially, which you can use to sort of understand the state of property in a particular area by highlighting or creating an area, drawing an area on the GIS map. Okay. Now inventory SF. Interesting. Now they have, okay, inventory square foot for commercial. Now I'm doing entirely for commercial. Let me say this. Okay. Inventory square foot, under construction square foot. Okay. Under construction square foot, right? 12-month asset absorption. Okay, this is also important. 12-month asset absorption. Okay. Vacancy rate. Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Vacancy rate in a particular market, the area you will draw, you will get data on that. Yes. Market sale price per, okay, per SF. Market cap rate. Okay. Market capitalization rate also we need to understand. Okay, interesting. Okay. Hello? 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 These data points on overall markets and specific regions as well. Guys, wait, I'm receiving a call from somebody else. Just hello? हेलो. हाँ दादा बोल ना. नाही नाही आज संध्याकाळी नाही चाललोय. बोल ना. अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा. बर बर. अच्छा अच्छा. हो सिप्लाची माहिती आहे ना. हो. अच्छा. हा चाल मी पण येतो. काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही. कितीला जाणार आहे? 7 ते 8 काय? बरं ठीक आहे ठीक आहे येतो मी. आहेत एक दोन जण मी त्यांना विचारतो पण ते मोस्टली नाही येणार म्हणजे माझ्या अंदाजाने म्हणजे मी फक्त विचारतो त्यांना एकदा तरी. हां. हम्म. हो. सिपलाला ना. हां सिपलाला लांब पडतं कारण ते म्हणजे लांब असं नाही पण म्हणजे तुझ्या दर निघलं ना किंवा दररोज जाणं अवघड आहे. तेच. हां हां हां. तरुणाची चालायला चालेल ना जाऊन येऊया. येस येस. हां. हो हो. चालेल चालेल. हो ठीक आहे काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही. नाही म्हणजे बाईक घेऊन येऊ शकतो मी तसं काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही. चालेल चालेल. येस येस बाय. Gang, alright. I'm sorry, boys. I'm sorry, boys. These data points on overall market specific regions, ठीक है. So I'll need this entire data for ठीक है a specific region or entire market. Uh, Now the KPIs that they are showing, I am not able to properly see them. Let us understand them as well. ठीक है. बहुत important चीज़ें है भाई ये सारी. Key performance indicators is uh, 12-month net absorption. Okay, vacancy. Okay, the chart is for vacancy, 12-month net absorption. Net absorption. ठीक है. Annual rent growth. Okay, annual rent growth, and there must be more KPIs, but let us see.
You can see historical trends.
Okay, annual rent growth, market rent per square feet. Okay, So this has to be periodical, or this will change with time, and this kind of data will be difficult to find in the beginning at least. But okay, market rent per square feet. Per square feet. Market sale price per square feet. Market sale price per square feet. Okay.
Trends, as well as forecasts for the
Market capitalization rate and 12-month sales volume. 12 month sales volume. So this is going to be, some of them are going to be a little hard to find, but okay, let's.
properties that matter to you. And if you want to stay up to date on the latest transactions and industry trends,
Interesting. So they are also providing us with the news. It's also a news outlet, right? They have a news segment where they have
and if you want to stay
news for you. Okay. Okay, news, right? One of the important things again.
stay up to date on the latest transactions and industry trends, you can rely on CoStar News. Our award-winning team of commercial real estate journalists across the globe are dedicated to delivering you the most up-to-date information, news, and events that impact your market. News articles link directly to the underlying CoStar data, so you can analyze, get all of the information you need to research the market, make informed decisions, and generate new business. Get CoStar.
Interesting. So I have noted down all the data points that I could gather from this video itself. I think what we'll do is we'll paste it over here. This is the product segment, and what we are doing is, this is going to take time, right? Even if I am to like directly go to different locations, understand the commercial places, visit different properties to sort of measure the square foot of each and every single office over there, it's going to be very difficult to gather this data. I don't have this data right now anywhere, to be honest. It's just available on 99 acres. It's available a little bit on percent broker, no broker, and a little bit of data here and there in the prop tech industry, which I think is not enough. Is not is pretty much. It's pretty much on the higher side itself. Uh, but we'll see how this shit goes. Because this is the product segment. I think for product I need to first work on the top selling markets, and then go towards the secondary markets, that is the tier 2 cities that I keep talking about. So if I build a product for directly for a tier 2 city, the markets are not matured, I will be too soon in the market. So what will be a smarter strategy is to go for the tier 1 for the product business. So in the tier 1 market, this is going to be very very important. Now I am obviously going to start with the service that is making reports, market reports, and these data points are obviously going to be super helpful in figuring out and understanding what exactly the real estate people are looking for. And even in creating those reports, I think I'm going to need a lot of data. That data I'll probably have to collect on visits to Satara. We'll see. We will see how this thing goes, and let's. Perfect. I think that's it. This was good. insights are very important for product. I don't know when I'm going to start making this product. The product is going to take some. Oh shit! I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know when the product will actually be ready. It's going to take some time, but these things are important. Okay, this is interesting. Uh, yeah, that was it. That was all about understanding the product. For product, I think this much data is good, good enough. But obviously, the horizontal scale, I mean, the vertically we are giving them this much data. But if you look at horizontally, then that's going to be a large amount of data, because for each and every single building, you are going to have a detailed segmental data in an entire city, for particularly commercial, if you are looking at. That's still a pretty good thing. I mean, I think, but for this data, I'll have to rely on the tier one cities itself. I don't think it's possible to get all this data on tier two cities as of now. But we can start off with tier two cities and consulting tier two cities using these some of these points, because definitely real estate people are looking out for information about tier 2 cities, because that area is completely unexplored. So if we start getting into that, then we will have more connections to go upon. We'll have more leverage of sort. We can start things early, and that will give us a solid leverage into this market, and we can then go towards the product. That's always the sort of the drill, and that's how we are going to make the product good as well. So I don't think I should be giving this idea away to anybody on YouTube. This is too precious of an idea that I've been following upon, but it's fine, man. I don't really give a shit. I mean, if anybody wants to copy, man, let's go, bitch. Let's do this shit, huh? कौन पहले बनाता है प्रोडक्ट देखता है. I mean, it's very much at a very basic stage as of now. So if I search for now, I also like watching this guy. It is exploring China. I've got to know so much more about China, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, let's see it. Let's see it. Brother? Is that my brother? Brother. Let me see some.
crazy, huh, guys?
What the hell is going on in China? What is going on in China? Oh, hey, oh my God. Oh my God. Is he about to fall down? Oh. Nah. Me? Okay, we go. I wanna get out. Okay. Good shit, y'all, good shit. Keep doing y'all shit. Oh, we gotta go. We're all good. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Oh, shit.
Your hands up, please. Hey, what's up?
There's more? What the fuck? Oh! We back in New Zealand with it? What the fuck? What's going on? Unc, you security? Unc, security. Unc, security.
Hey, yo, Steve, what's up?
Oh, shit. What's going on in China? What is happening 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 in China? Bro, China got everything. China got everything. Hey, watch out. These stairs slippery. Yo, hey, Tone, did they send the footage yet? Are they sending the footage? Yeah. Okay. They got everything. What is, like, why does China have everything? Literally anything you can just, like, think of. Oh, shit. Chat, yo, that was Haka, right? Chat. Think of. Oh, shit. Chat, that was Haka, right?
This is the diary of my trip. Please sign. Thank you. Oh my god, thank you. Oh. Thank you.
Yo. Hey, Ugg not playing. Hey, Ugg really security out here. What's good?
What's good, bro?
What's good? What's good? What's good with y'all boys?
Yeah, bro.
What's good with y'all?
Shout out to our boy, Mr. I Show Speed!
Huh? Oh shit. That looks cool. Really? Wait.
So it's nice?
Are these AI?
Yeah. It's my thought, okay?
Did you really design these?
Yes. It's you in Shanghai and
I'm gonna sign one. I'm gonna sign one.
yeah.
Which one you want me to sign?
Whatever you want.
Nah, not all of them, because you might sell them. Nah, I'm gonna sign one though. I'm gonna sign one.
Yeah. It's okay.
This art fire though.
Yeah.
Oh, this one. Oh, I want this
Very
one.
cool.
I want this one.
Yeah. No. Take it off. It's my dad.
Damn, bro, you gonna rob your dad like that?
Big. Hey, bro.
You gonna rob your dad like that? No, chill. I only want this one. Damn, Dad, appreciate that, Dad.
It's okay.
I like this one though. This one's fire as fuck. This one's fire.
It's cold.
Let's go. Thank y'all. Wanna hold this? Appreciate that.
阳光才有小白马。
Oh, this one's fire too.
And shouting, better one.
Oh, can I take this too?
Yeah, of
Oh,
course.
thank you.
And that one.
What does that say?
Well, we better not know.
It's Chinese.
Chinese.
What does it say?
That. You know that? That. You've Googled it.
Like what?
Remember?
Like that?
Yeah, that. What is that?
Oh, what is that? Oh.
Yeah. No. What is that in Chinese?
What is that? That's what it says.
No.
It says that in Chinese?
That in Chinese.
Okay, all right, okay, fuck. I'm gonna take this one too.
Say it. I'm not saying it. You should know. Yeah, you know it. You will know. The song?
Oh, nay, nigga?
No. Yeah.
Let's just go. Hey, appreciate that, G. Look, you know what? I'm gonna sign up here. Give me the marker.
Oh, by the way, I got 300 W songs from China. There. Give me my bag.
300 what?
书包. W songs from China from the last 30 years. W songs from the last 30 years in China.
On this?
Yeah. I have, look, my list. Well, 290 best last 30 years. Not just 阳光彩虹小白马. No.
Damn, okay, hey, you got it.
I can play you with you.
No, it's good. You got it, though. You got it, bro. All right, let's go. He a W. Here. Can I hold these?
Sit together.
Where Unc at? Where's Unc? Oh, Unc right here.
One pay.
This is like, what is this like? Is the drone still here?
Yeah, it's on right now.
It's still getting shots.
I forgot I'm streaming, dude.
The kid.
I forgot the fact that I was streaming. I mean, that shit was entertaining, right? I mean, let's be honest, bro. I like watching Speed a lot. His streams are freaking entertaining. And I like him, man. So yeah guys, thank you everybody for watching. That was me doing a little bit of time pass today. But I hope this was okay. Because I'm trying to chill out today. Okay? It's Saturday and I'm trying to chill out as hard as possible. So that, I get ready for tomorrow. And get ready for the hustle that is going to come after I come back from Chennai. Because that's gonna be pretty exhausting. Just making a 60-page report in like 10 days. That's going to be crazy. So I'm looking out for that as well. Let's go, man. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Peace out.